Well, sometimes the students that get the most attention are in the stands and not on the football field.
Yeah, two White Bear Lake seniors know really all about that. While their buddies are creating highlights on the field, they are letting the city know all about it. Here's our John Lordson.
Amazing atmosphere.
Some strive to be standout athletes. Some strive to be standout students.
Center, and Redmond takes it down the field. He is getting towards the end zone, pushed down by Brager.
These guys strive to be the voice of White Bear Lake High School.
We had tons of fun on the broadcast and in the student section, so I'm really surprised of how great it's gone so far.
But it didn't start out that way for seniors Chad Olson and Zach Halverson. Last spring, they got an idea to create an online radio network for White Bear Lake sports, something people could listen to in real time. Donations helped make that possible, and the name came easy enough.
And it was HORN, Halverson Olson Radio Network, now the Horn.
The kickoff, though, was a bit of a challenge. The first game of the year wasn't what they expected.
We left the stadium thinking, oh, this is our senior year and we're going to have to be doing this all season. And, you know, we weren't really having a ton of fun. And
the duo started to get more comfortable on air, and in a game against Woodbury, the Horn was officially born.
Connection, and the Bears lead 27-6.
We both just went nuts on the air, and I listened to it like the next day or whatever. We're just screaming. And
ever since then, each week that we go along, it seems to get better and better.
The Friends have taken their show on the road. Not only do they broadcast home games in the student section, but they do the same thing for away games. Like their classmates on the field, they've become fan favorites in the stands.
The student section chanted Helvey, Helvey for me, and then ended up chanting, you know, Chad, Chad, Chad like that, and amazing experience, absolutely.
Now, football isn't their only passion, we should mention. Zach says that his vision for the Horn is to broadcast for other sports in addition to football, so girls soccer and spring sports as well.
Yeah, he says they've received feedback from alumni across the country who are listening online.
We had a great pregame, and you guys missed all of it because the audio was not working. So hopefully it's working now. Chad, let's go really through this quickly. Cloquet, Esco, Carleton, Lumberjacks led by a guy by the name of Aaron Moore. Tell me a little bit about him.
Hey, Aaron Moore, he's got 9 goals, 20 assists for 29 points this year. He had 1 assist last year versus the Bears, so look for him to have a strong effort if Cloquet wants to win this afternoon.
And on the other side of the ice, Grant Hofeld had a couple of goals last year against the Lumberjacks in a 3-1 victory, including, of course, the game winner as well. What does he bring to the table? It's now in his senior year.
He's having a very great senior year, 27 points, 13 of them which are goals. He's been really strong, especially in the second half of the season.
Well, how cool is that? I knew eventually, and I knew what a start. You know, we for our final broadcast together, at least of Chapter 1. Again, we're not to I guess make a clear picture out of this. We're not ruling it out ever again in terms. It's kind of like you know.
We're gonna be like Brett Favre, probably.
Probably. That's a great comparison. Head coach Tim Sager. To his right is assistant coach Sean Patton. To his left is assistant coach Chris Anderson. Of course, Lumberjacks, Cloquet, home of the Langenbrunner family.
Whose son is now playing for Eden Prairie this year.
Interesting.
And should be on this team, but decided to transfer for his senior year.
As you do. Here we go, White Bear and Cloquet from Northwoods Credit Union Arena. Beautiful rink that replaced, I mean, what it really can only be described as a shed. I mean, the place across the way, I don't want, it's got history and it's cool and all that, but you look inside there, I mean, that's basically what they use to, like, hold salt in the wintertime. Except there's a rink in there. See what the Bears can do here early on. It's Sam Newpower in the corner. He'll leave it back for Leighton Road. Flipped behind the Cloquet goal. And then down the ice it goes for icing and whistle number 1 of the hockey game.
Quick whistle there, unlike in the first period last night in Grand Rapids. Not a lot of whistles.
Off the draw, battled for here. Murky comes away with it, fires a shot just wide, tried to sneak it inside the post. Couldn't do so. Back out high, Nicky O'Brien keeps it in, flings it back behind the Cloquet net. Grabbed here and pushed around by Crane. Crane flips it to center. Bears will regroup. Nicky O'Brien controls it, moves it off the near wall. Now battle in front of the penalty box area. Murky comes out with it for the Bears. Ethan flips it up in the air, gets it back in the corner. He'll curl to the outside, takes a slash. Continue on in front for Verkerke with a shot. Couldn't get it on goal. Rose spins, fires a shot, hit a shin pad, dropped down. Nicky O'Brien keeping it in. Sends it to the corner. Verkerke. Little spinorama move here. Behind the net now. Far side wall. It goes to Crane. Crane moves it along and then off the backhand of Dushkin. Bears will get it back at neutral ice and they'll skate it right back in. It's Billy Rose. Billy Rose to the corner. Knocked off the puck. He's on the ice now. Takes a couple of cross checks to his back. Still in his skates now in that corner. And it's finally pried free by the Lumberjacks. Back behind by Kodatek. Finella grabs it here, sends a long pass that connects through center ice. Durand lost it on the exchange. Bears come back. It's Tristan Johnson. And they brought it in. It looks like they might see a penalty.
Too many men?
Too many men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So miscue there by the Lumberjacks results in the first power play of the hockey game for the White Bear Lake Bears. And they're right around a 33% percentage on the year for the Bears. On the other side, the Lumberjacks hovering around 80% on the penalty kill. So we'll see what this power play crew can do for the Bears. But a pretty impressive start for White Bear Lake in the other stages of this one, at least getting the puck in and having some zone control. And certainly one of those things that we've wanted to see Bears work on this year. Here's Leighton Road. Sends it back out high for Alez. He goes to his left in the skates of Hofeld. I don't know what it is about Hofeld in receiving passes all over the place. They, for some reason, just cannot find his tape. Back out high for Alez. Slings it to his left, now in front. Chance for Road, whiffed on the pass. Or the shot, rather. To the corner, here's Road off the side of the cage. It trickled off his stick. Hofeld got it behind the goal. Now it flips up in the air. Road will track it down. Carries it toward the blue line, lost it, and the Lumberjacks able to clear. Behind the net. Alez to Montgomery. Montgomery's pass broken up. He's able to knock it out of the air, though, and keep it in neutral ice. It was almost going to be dumped in by the Lumberjacks, but Bears stopped that here 45 seconds ago on the nice center-hung scoreboard in this beautiful facility. Alez fires a shot, hits a stick, goes behind the goal. Now behind here is Verkerke. Verkerke, we're working in. Pass back out to Fratellone. He finds Brady O'Brien. Now to Montgomery. Across. Backhand shot by Johnson. And that goes over the net into the corner.
Interesting right now that the Bears have 3 defensemen out there on this power play.
I had to check my sheet there for a second. I've got most of these guys memorized now. But I'm like, really? Did I just call Fratellone to O'Brien to Montgomery? But I guess I did. So, again, more examples here perhaps of head coach Jim Sager messing around with the lines a bit, messing around trying to figure out something, a formula that works. It did not work there. The Lumberjacks are now full strength. And now here's Leighton Road. He handles it on his backhand, cuts across, fires a shot, and the save made by Jacob Walsh.
Bears with all the opportunities so far, just unable to get one in.
12:34 remaining in the opening frame.
And just a quick Tyler Schauer update. He did not dress today.
Okay.
So, which is probably
we
for
saw
the
him
best.
Very limited yesterday, so I can't imagine what it is. Hopefully it's a small scrape or bruise or something, and he can get back out there soon. But
yep.
maybe bruised something and tried to play yesterday and couldn't get it to go. So
get him rested for the playoffs.
Yeah. Certainly no need to force it here. New power behind the goal. Montgomery grabs it, gives it to Hofeld, who flips it up in the air. Swatted out of the air by the other 5 on the ice, Logan Dushkin. And the Thunder are gosh dang it, what the heck is going on today? Lumberjacks. I'm still in yesterday mode here. But yeah, the Thunderhawks are in Grand Rapids, Chad. The Lumberjacks are here in Cloquet.
They sure are.
Thank you. A shot deflected just wide of the goal on the backhand of Timon. And that was a good look. Daling almost had to make a save there, and hopefully would have made it had it been on goal. But Lumberjacks with good opportunity right away here. Hopefully the internet's holding up. We had all sorts of issues in the beginning. Also want to apologize if I butcher any names. We were pretty much focused on getting this thing on the air, and I didn't have time to talk to anybody about pronunciations. And by the way, I did reach out to coaches and didn't get anything back. So sorry, as the puck is icing is waved off.
They said he tipped it.
Pass in front, chance, shot, save, Daling, he'll cover. Denies Aaron Moore, the dangerous Aaron Moore, of what would have been perhaps his 30th point of the year.
Aaron Moore definitely standing out so far in this first 6 minutes of this period.
He's going for a double-digit goal total in 10, and he's also going for the 30-point mark. Which, and again, in a high school hockey season, they're probably let's see here, roughly 20-something games in. Nice to average at least a point a game, right?
Oh, yeah. This ref is really not happy with the face-off.
And they finally dropped the puck. And the music is playing. There we go. Fell asleep. Here's Verkerke to his right. In the skates of O'Brien, he adjusts, sends it toward the goal, but it's swatted away. Brady gets it back, sends it across off the skate of Rose, went toward the goal. That would have been an interesting call.
Yeah.
I think you call that a goal because he didn't try
He didn't kick it.
Right. He didn't even direct it. He was just skating and just happened to bounce. As the Bears, Chad, the passing still is.
Yep, that needs to be cleaned up.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they had to go back to the basics and do like a 5-point passing drill like I did in Mites, but man, it is crazy. Here's Brady O'Brien, another try. He hits some shin pads instead. Turns back around, sends it down low. Tristan Johnson out there for White Bear Lake. Billy Rose, Zach Kiyava out there as well. We talked a lot about Kiyava yesterday and how good he was. As well as Johnson. I mean, you would have liked to perhaps seen them more, Chad, in the third period. They were very well. In fact, Tyler Bishop, who's also out there with that line, had probably the best scoring opportunity to tie that one up in the third. But
they were buzzing the entire game.
Yeah, Johnson almost with a chance there. Couldn't pull the trigger. He'll get it back. He'll send it here in front. We were told, by the way, Kiyava has 2 career goals. He has 1 in his sophomore, 1 in his junior year. And I can tell you right now, I would love to call a goal here in his senior year to make it a three-goal career for perhaps even more.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the guy. I mean, you talk about unlikely heroes. I feel like this line in particular could be that line. Here's Leighton Road, nice moves driving to the goal, but couldn't really get much on the opportunity. At the blue line, down low, Road all alone with a shot, diving out is Walsh and making the save. That was an aggressive move by Walsh, but much needed move by Walsh. Very smart, knocked the puck out of the air away, and then a penalty will be coming up on Leighton Road as he got the stick up, and it will be a high sticking call. And I can't argue with that, Chad. And
nope.
It's at least one a game now that I've called an offensive zone penalty by the White Bear Lake Bears.
Yeah, that's just being undisciplined and not keeping control of your stick in your offensive zone. Just unacceptable.
The discipline has been an issue for many years on this team, and this is just same old, unfortunately, for the White Bear Lake Bears. So we'll see. Again, still scoreless, and the Bears definitely, I think, have been the better team so far, but a lot of times that doesn't matter. Trying for a short-handed chance. It looks like they're going to be.
Cloquet touched the puck.
It might have been.
They calling a hand pass on them?
Hand pass on them, I think. So. Interesting call there, but.
I thought it was going the other way.
10 seconds into the power play. We have our first whistle, so 150 left on the Lumberjack power play. I was saying the Bears been the better team, but again, that doesn't matter if you can't. The scoring has been a problem, and if you give them a man advantage for something little like that, as the Lumberjacks carrying it offside, anything could happen. So,
yep.
Shots on goal 5-1, favor of the Bears. We're halfway through period number 1.
Shout out to the JV game or JV team. They put about 50-something shots on the Cloquet goaltender this afternoon, coming out with a 4-1 victory, I believe.
Draw one back to O'Brien. He'll send it all the way down the ice. Walsh will have to hold on to it. Probably a good thing that whistle blew, because he tried to keep the play going, and if the whistle doesn't blow, that puck's out in the air, and Hofeld probably makes it 1-0, and he has his third goal of his career in this building. Lumberjacks with it. Worked along here through center, up past the stick of Gallitz, and then stolen by Alaz and sent deep into the Cloquet end. So Lumberjacks, for their part, have really not much had many opportunities here. The first minute of this power play, the Bears just stopping them at the blue line. New Power chasing after that puck. He'll get to it first, sends it back to the red line, but Lumberjacks take over. Here's Gallitz moving in. Gallitz opens up, sends a pass across, whiffing on the shot was Katola, and then the whistle will blow here. Another penalty being called. High sticking
On the
will be the
Luke
call.
Olives, I believe. Oh, nope.
And they're going to the box. Looks like Christian Gallitz, maybe? Or what? Somebody's not going who's supposed to be going. Aaron Moore?
Everybody's confused. It's obviously on Cloquet.
Aaron Moore arguing with the officials about it. I didn't personally see it.
I just saw him and Luke Olives lift each other's sticks up. I didn't see any contact or anything.
So Moore, that's not only do you lose the power play, but you lost one of your best guys for a couple of minutes. So Lumberjacks, see how they respond. They flip it into the White Bear Lake bench. Have another draw here at center ice on top of one of the best logos in high school hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Big collision in the penalty box area, probably a little bit off the screen. Montgomery skating perhaps a little gingerly back to the zone here as he'll continue on. It's Billy Rose with the puck now. Rose behind the goal and draws a, wait, what?
What? Charging?
Charging?
Because he was skating too fast or what?
I'm a little speechless. I don't know if I missed something there. I mean, he was forechecking. The puck was there, like he had the puck. And you know, it's weird, like nobody's arguing. Are we the only ones here? We're like, what? All right. Okay, 4-on-3 for 17 seconds, folks. Draw one by the Lumberjacks. Sent across, back out high now. A lot of room here. We'll see. A shot into the netting taken by Gallitz, who he is one of the top guys, of course. 30 goals, 19 assists on the season for 49 points. And 8 power play goals too, Chad. So he's the guy to watch out for on the power play. And we are back to 4-on-4 as Leighton Road has left Billy Rose alone in that penalty box.
Sam Newpower ended up in the Cloquet bench.
Yeah, did he go all the way in or just?
I just saw one leg over.
Yeah. So 4-on-4 for another 53 seconds. It'll be Katola. Fires a backhander past the White Bear Lake net. Brady O'Brien over to Sam Newpower, who will backhand it in the Bears dump and change. Gallitz. That's Finala. Spinning and firing it deep was Katola. Behind the net. Grabbed by Montgomery. Flipped hard to the corner. Grabbed by Grant Holfeld. Returned to Montgomery. He fires it over to Fratellone. Fratellone cuts from right to left. Makes his way through neutral ice and into the zone. He'll drop it behind the Cloquet goal. 30-second power play now begins for Cloquet. Battle continues here for Kirky. Just backhands it to the corner. Lumberjacks play it through. Nicky O'Brien getting there for the Bears and the puck. Sends it around the near side. At the half wall, centering pass, and it's broken up by the Bears. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Another try, and that just goes high and wide as the Lumberjacks keep the pressure going. Bears couldn't clear the second try. It will be good. Billy Rose tripped up, but I guess, yes, they got it. Okay.
Last night there wasn't a lot of penalties in Grand Rapids, the complete opposite today. And it's Aaron Moore in the box again for the Lumberjacks.
So another penalty coming up for the power play for the Bears. Again, we mentioned they entered the evening or the afternoon. It's whatever, 32%-ish on the year. Luke Alez has the puck, goes to his right for a road, back to Alez. Hofeld behind the goal.
You can hear Sager clear as day in this very quiet building.
It is ridiculously quiet. New Power has it, knocked off his stick. Alez grabs it, returns it to New Power. Across, one-timer for Hofeld, and he missed a lot of open net there, Chad. That was as
I
close
think it
as
might have hit
gets.
off the Lumberjack stick.
Another try for the Bears. Across row with a shot. That's another save for Walsh. 40 seconds to go. Behind the net, we're across again for the Bears. Road fires a pass that goes all the way through.
Cloquet finally able to get a change.
So about a minute and 40 seconds of sustained pressure by the Bears does not result in a goal, and the offensive issues continue for the Bears. Alez sends it down the ice. Here's a chance for Montgomery off the post. What a look for him. Drops it back for Kirky. Driving to the goal, sends it on goal, turned away by Walsh. Bears get it back. Montgomery finds O'Brien. O'Brien with a shot, that's blocked. Lumberjacks are full strength. It's played to neutral ice, and Brady will track it down here. Still scoreless, under 3 to go in the first period. Brady reversing direction, lost the puck. Lumberjacks have it, a cross shot, score. Aaron Moore, his 30th point of the year, his 10th goal of the season, and it's 1-0 Cloquet.
Yeah, just another costly turnover by the Bears. Just easy play out of the corner, and Bears unfortunately turn it over, and it ends up in the back of their net.
So the Bears will try to find an equalizer across. Here's Kiafa with a shot and a save as the Lumberjacks go flying into the goal. And Chad, Tristan Johnson, Tyler Bishop, and Zach Kiava, another great chance. Kiava just couldn't finish. So Galantz gets his 50th point of the year with his 20th assist on the season. So Galantz and Moore, that is a duo you do not talked about the turnovers. There's any time to seriously not do that. That is the time.
Yeah.
Nikki O'Brien leaves it for Kodatek. Kodatek left on the pass. Another turnover results in a Cloquet goal.
Oh, I'm just speechless right now.
Darian Duran. And I mean, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing that those are easily preventable, because they're easily preventable and therefore you should be able to make an adjustment or two and not let that happen again. But it also has now quickly become a trend. The Bears dominated much of this first period, out shooting the Lumberjacks 9-3, and yet are down 2-0 and almost 3. A shot from the point is sticked away, and the pressure continues for the Lumberjacks. Across, another shot off the body in front, goes into the corner. Hofeld between his legs. Slid all the way across here, back into neutral ice it goes, where it's dumped back in by Kate Anderson. Battle in the corner. Brady O'Brien down there for the Bears. Out high, a shot wide of the goal. Move forward to Aaron Moore, or make that Layton Road. Under a minute to go in period number 1. Flip to the corner. Shoveled out by Franalone, but returned into the deep into the White Bear Lake end. Chance for the Lumberjacks. They center, but it was flipped up in the air. Katola drops down, sends a pass out high to the blue line, but Lumberjacks can't keep it in. Bears will take the easy out. It's Verkerke to his right. You could easily make another too many men penalty right there, Chad. I thought definitely caught some skates, but we continue on. Verkerke into the corner. Murky down there as well for the Bears. Battle continues. 10 seconds remain. Here's Murky. Tried to center, didn't connect, and out come the Lumberjacks with 5 seconds to go. It's Gallitz. He's dangerous. Nice moves, but he can't get the shot off as he goes to the corner, and the period comes to an end as it is Cloquet 2, White Bear Lake 0.
Yeah, Bears played well until two costly turnovers in the corner resulted in Lumberjacks' goal. Absolutely nothing Ryan Daly could do on those goals at all.
I mean, that second one in particular was, I'm pretty sure it was calling the goal before it even happened, because just you could see it coming from a mile away once he got the puck. So, some good things from that period for sure. You don't want to take the focus away too much off of the early pressure and the power play in minute 40 of it that was in the zone and had great chances, but the defense making a couple of very costly errors. The offense simply just not performing, and it's going to be another 34 minutes of hockey. Hopefully the Bears can turn things around here and get things going, but nonetheless, we'll see what happens here going through the first period. So we'll take a breather. We'll be back with more. You're watching White Bear Lake Boys Hockey on the Horn. Welcome back. Chad Olson is with me. I'm Zach Halverson at the end of our first intermission report. Chad, that was one of the best report shows we've ever done. In the
I agree. Can't get much better than that.
No, you cannot. Bears lead. Just kidding. Lumberjacks lead 2-0. Gotcha.
That was funny.
Thank you. Some changes needed to be made. Luckily, the Bears had a fair amount of time in that intermission to talk and to figure things out and maybe work on the defensive zone turnovers, work on the offensive zone penalties, and work on putting the puck in the net.
That'd be a good start. Sorry, folks. The siren's going off. We have to evacuate the building.
What a crazy thing. We're ending the horn at the place with an actual horn on it. All right, well, we got some work to do. We have 34 minutes of regulation left, and the Bears are still down 2-0. Chad, your thoughts on the second period? What do they need to do?
I don't know. They need the effort level needs to get up there, get some good grade A chances, because so far I'm not seeing a lot of compete out of the Bears.
What about the compete level?
That needs to go way up.
Yeah.
Right now they're just kind of skating around, like, what's going on?
2 more periods of the Horn Chapter 1. Calling it that because Zach Chapman will be taking over next year, so not dead by any stretch, but it's certainly it's a very weird feeling. We won't lie. I mean, has it settled in yet, Chad?
No, not at all.
No. Just like any other game, I'm sure it might even end like this. It might take us till we get to 35 before we realize, oh my goodness, it's over.
That should be nice. Nope.
Your any favorite memories off the top of your head, Chad, of our 8 wonderful seasons together?
Just start from the beginning. Obviously, that girls soccer run was one of our favorite memories. Football season, that game at Woodbury, when Woodbury was their homecoming and they had a fireworks show and everything, and we beat them like 49-7.
Yeah, that's fun. Like, I don't know if was that our first road game or one of our first road games too?
Yeah, I think so.
So we did. I mean, that was. I mean, the amount of courage. There was another word I wanted to use, but that's a little bit too informal for this. We had there to go out there and do all that, and still from the student section. That was. I mean, we started this baby in the student section, and because we were students, we wanted to have our cake and eat it too. Do the broadcasting, do the student thing, and got to do both, and led to some great pictures as well.
Oh yeah.
Of us doing it there. Eventually, I had to move down to the field level to see anything because, by the way, that's a horrible place to call a football game. In particular, we never really did it much for hockey because of we got video by then, but I would say, I guess no, for the Coliseum we did it from there.
Yeah.
We did audio, so flipped in the air deep into the Cloquet end. They have a 2-0 lead. Bears will try to turn some things around here. Kiyava fires it over for Montgomery. Montgomery, hard pass to Tristan Johnson. Johnson trying to continue it forward, but he's pickpocketed nicely by Crane. Crane will try it up the far side, connecting with Brock House. Oh, come on now. Really? If you're going to name your kid Brock and your last name is House, just make his name Brick. Let's go. I mean, I wonder if they wanted it and they kind of chickened out at the end.
Yeah.
Threw an 0 in there. 2-on-1 for the Thunder. God dang it. Lumberjacks, here's a chance, a shot, and a wide opportunity. Bears might take advantage of that. Out of his reach was Bishop, kept in, however, by Johnson. Johnson moving in. Tristan Johnson behind the goal. Looks back out high for Montgomery, who skates it down low and lost it. And out come the Lumberjacks once again. Brock House on goal. Gloved. Covered. Dalen. Yikes.
I just don't know what team I'm watching right now.
This is from the first part of the year, the month of December compared to where they are now. I mean, it is.
They're looking at like a
It's
team that's
staggering.
at the beginning of their season
Yeah.
and have never played together. When all these kids have pretty much been on varsity since they were sophomores.
I'm awestruck at this point. I don't know what can be done in the next couple of weeks. Leighton Rhodes sends it over for New Power. New Power back for Rode. And Rode lost it behind a Moore. Flipped up in the air in the direction of Gallitz. Gallitz battling at the blue line. He'll backhand it in. I mean, can we get like Ryan Carter in there maybe? Rousing deal. A shot from Holfeld turned away and covered by the goaltender there, Walsh.
That's might be what the Bears need to start doing. Just fire the pucks on net and try to get a rebound. The fancy stuff's not working right now.
Another look at that Holfeld chance there. He's firing the shot. Nice save. Now chance off the draw and Road missed it. Oh my goodness. And he knew right away. Oh my God.
That's the way it's going for the Bears right now.
Take a look at this one again. New Power set him up beautifully. And I don't know how he missed it. That is 99.99% of the time.
Especially for a player like Leighton Road.
Oh boy. So basically everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for the Bears today. Off the glass, down the ice, and it'll be played off a high stick. So face off in the Lumberjack end. 12:50 to go in the second period. Chad, how about the two replays that kind of worked?
That was pretty sick if you ask me.
Rose
Oh my.
connects with O'Brien, but it was out of the zone. Friedalone takes it and dumps it in deep. I can't believe it's not 2-1 still. I'm still processing that right now. Down the ice it goes. Off the wall for Kirky. Back in. It's Billy Rose across for Nicky O'Brien with a shot. Save, rebound, Murky. He can't finish. And the Lumberjacks are able to clear. Nicky O'Brien. Off the back wall to Friedalone. O'Brien took a huge hit there. Again, that's part of Lumberjack hockey for sure. Here's Rose. Rose across for Murky, and his deflection goes wide of the goal. Hits the corner boards and be played for down there. Nicky O'Brien coming away with it. Sends it through the slot area into the far corner. And the whistle will blow, and we'll have a power play coming up. Or elbowing. Elbowing will be the call.
Cloquet?
And it'll be on Cloquet. So the Bears, with yet another power play opportunity, we'll see if they can get something done. Heading to the box, Chad, is number 12. That's Cade Anderson.
I gotta say, I did not see much there for a penalty, especially for an elbowing penalty.
Probably missed it, but let's see here. I didn't hit the button fast enough, but we'll see. Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry.
The Bears got to take advantage of this. They need to get some momentum here. Get one in, maybe stop gripping their stick so hard.
Layton Road, maybe a chance at redemption if he can take advantage of this whole ordeal. Luke Alez finds Layton Road. One-time New Power shot deflected in front. Lumberjacks clear. Back to neutral ice it goes. Alez behind him to Hofeld. Hofeld connects with Road, and here come the Bears. Layton Road cutting across left to right, turns around, looks for options. He'll find one in Alez. Return to Road. Road one hands it to Billy Rose. My goodness. Layton Road, right corner. 40 seconds gone. Here's Alez. Back to Road. Road winds up, fires a shot, hit a shin pad, bounces back for Alez. Alez had his stick tied up.
That's
That's definitely hooking or interference or something. That's ridiculous. And now the Lumberjacks have scored. I can't believe that wasn't a hook or an interference or something. It should be 5-on-3. We'll see here if we got the view. Should be on the left side there. And you can kind of see there toward the trail end, but wow. And then the goal after that. So a shorthanded goal for the Lumberjacks. It's 3-0, and wow. Back underway. Bears are offside. Montgomery jumped. And the Lumberjacks are able to ice it down. 45 seconds left in the power play. Montgomery has it. So it was Caden Crane, the goal scorer for the Lumberjacks. Here's Montgomery moving in. Looks to center. Knocked off his stick. Johnson will control now. Johnson muscles the puck free. Got it to Montgomery. Montgomery down low. Behind for Verkerke. Verkerke protecting that puck with his body. Got it to Montgomery, who fires it out to O'Brien. Brady O'Brien to Fradalone, who returns it to Brady. Now to his left. Fradalone with a shot. That save. Rebound turned away again by Walsh. The Lumberjacks are full strength. They're going to skate across and let the Bears have an extra 20 seconds of power play time almost. Brady O'Brien's shot is blocked. Bounces around. Rattles to the corner. Cycled down low by Montgomery. Carried out by Verkerke. Back to Montgomery. He comes free across. Johnson with a try, but he can't get the shot off. His stick was tied up in the process. Lumberjacks come away with it here. It's Cole Catola. Catola flips it up in the air. Almost intercepted by Fradalone. And coming in here is Dushkin, who takes a gigantic hit by Fradalone, and that's going to draw a penalty and another power play coming shortly for the Cloquet Esco Carlton Lumberjacks. Fradalone is going to the box, and might see here. We'll see if this is just a 2. The hope is that it's just a 2. 2 minutes for roughing. So the certainly boarding was in play there. Chad, I don't know if you were able to see it at all.
I couldn't see anything.
Wow. This is I'm just done. I don't honestly.
I don't know what to say. There's nothing we can say.
Hunter Finala for the Lumberjacks. It's 3-0, by the way. I didn't update the score because I don't have the heart to. Almost got a 2 for 1 there as I make it 3 on the screen. Sorry, everybody. Gallets off a stick into the netting. Well, I might have to cancel my trip to Florida. You might have to take a day off of work because I don't know if I want to end the horn on this.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think it could have gone any worse so far for the final game.
I don't know if I remember our first hockey game because so long ago and there was so much stress involved
Yep.
with setting everything up. So, but this might also not be much memorable either. One-time shot for Cutola, and I don't know how he missed that one, Chad. There's a lot of net to hit there, and hit the wrong one. And I think they're going to bring the face-off out neutral ice because he literally just found it. Now he's arguing that it maybe hit a stick or something in the process, but the officials are saying that they saw that the puck just went straight into the netting. So they'll bring the face-off to neutral ice. Cleared by Alves and ice down. Gallitz takes a big hit in neutral ice. He'll get up slowly. Keep an eye on him, and he is going to make his way to the bench.
Yeah.
That is not good news for the Lumberjacks. Across, returned to the right side. Finala in front, cleared by the Bears, but not out. Finala keeps it in. Cutola with another shot. That's blocked by some shin pads. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Behind the net, Alves will track it down, swings around far wall for Finala. And then the clearing attempt kept in front, but not in the zone by the Lumberjacks.
A glance went straight to the locker room.
Here is Dushkin. Dushkin across. Shot over the goal. Bounces around. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Is he back? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just walked it off a little bit in the tunnel back there, and he got back on the bench.
Bears full strength. Alves sends it forward. And O'Brien will knock it off the near side wall as Fradlin makes his way to the bench. 3 forwards, 2D. That's how hockey works. And now Dushkin with the puck for
Another penalty.
Wow. That was
Slash.
compared to what we saw in front of the Bears bench on the power play. That was nothing, but it's another penalty and another power play for the Lumberjacks.
I just think that ref likes the attention between the face-offs and all the penalties he's called today. Both ways.
Nicky O'Brien is pinned up against the wall. The puck is in his skates, and there's multiple sticks going after it. Bears will keep that all day long if they can, but they can't. And a shot is blocked by Tristan Johnson. Johnson will race after the puck, shorthanded. Battles with the other 12, Anderson. In the skates down there, Johnson, a lot of work. Nicky steps up now. Nicky O'Brien in the corner. Bears playing very aggressive on the shorthanded play. Out comes Anderson. Deflected in off of Cutola's stick. Cutola to his right. Gallitz back to Cutola. One-time shot. Hit a body. Went over to Gallitz's stick. Play to his right. One-timer whiffed upon by Crane. Back out high for Gallitz to his right. A shot blocked in front. Dangerously had some open ice between the puck and the goal, but Lumberjacks weren't there to put it away. Vanilla with other cross, and Aaron Moore can't connect with the pass, so he'll just play it behind for Katola. Back out high for Baker. In front, backhand shot wide of the goal. And you feel like this, Chad, here with 5 seconds to go on the power play. One last chance, and a slapper misses the net wide. New Power will head right back in the zone before the Bears are able to clear it out to center. Yeah, feeling if the Lumberjacks would have scored there, that probably would have almost iced it. Now you still feel like the Bears have a chance to fight their way back into this one, but they have to get one before they get at least 3, and we got about 21 minutes to do it. Here's Hofeld with a shot, misses wide. Another issue, Chad, that has kind of reared its ugly head. The Bears not hitting the net like they used to, and I mean, there's the more obvious examples of Layton, but Hofeld even there too. It's not even getting a rebound or anything. Gallitz to his left, a shot and the goal. Darian Durant, it's 4-0.
Darian Durant with his second goal of the game for the Lumberjacks.
All right. Tristan Johnson worked off the puck. Brady O'Brien connects with Ethan Murky. Murky skates his way through neutral ice, fires a shot. That's a save for Walsh. No rebound given, and the whistle blows with 3.5 to go in the second period. Well, Chad, Sager says they're all scrimmages. But, you could also make the argument you might want to start practicing how you play here in this part of the season.
Yeah, we should probably start caring.
Billy Rose and Tristan Johnson along with Ethan Murky. The Lions continue to go all over the place. Here's Rose with a shot off the draw that again misses. Montgomery with a shot that carries to the corner. Murky steals it away, but Billy Rose is going to get called for a slash. That is a weak call, but whatever. I mean, it's technically a slash, and it's another offensive zone penalty for the Bears. And wow. I am just wow. Shots on goal 15-7 in favor of the Lumberjacks. Do not want to put Daling in any part of the problem today.
Not at all, not one bit.
None of those 4 goals have had he had any chance on, were not his fault, and it just sucks because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Here's New Power trying to turn everything around for the White Bear Lake Bears. Sam Newpower moving in, had it knocked off his stick, but Nicky O'Brien continued it, tried to center to Brady, couldn't do so, and now it's a 2-on-0 for the Lumberjacks, who finish with it, and it's 5-0 in favor of Cloquet.
Yeah, just no one back for the Bears. Easy goal again for the Lumberjacks.
I mean, I get being a little bit more aggressive, but
it was number 4 that got that?
sure. Yeah, it was Katola. Cole Katola with the power play goal, 21 seconds in, 5 goals on 8 shots. I think. I don't know. They just added a shot to the. Excuse me. We'll double check the shots on that. So we'll see how much the lines get jumbled up here. We have Verkerke back well with Bishop and Kiyaba. As Johnson got, I guess, promoted maybe. Certainly was playing well last couple days, and even in the Stillwater game as well. So Bishop will return it to Fratellone. High off the glass and into the zone. Two minutes remaining in the second period, and about as big of a disaster as you could possibly imagine for White Bear Lake today. Wow. I would have thought of a lot of things, and I definitely would have said a Bear loss is very much a possibility.
Not a blow.
Not like this. This is, and we mentioned the scrimmages and all that, but they also carry some meaning when it comes to seeding. And the Bears, I no doubt will not get one, and very well could fall to 3. It doesn't really matter at that point, but I don't know if I see them falling to 4, but depending on how they do next week, if they finish out the season with what would be, 5 straight losses, anything could happen. 4 would be a tough sell, but with wins over what will most likely be a 1 and 2 seed Hill and Stillwater. Probably in that order too, with Hill having the head-to-head. So what a big win that was for the Pioneers against the Ponies earlier this year, especially with Hill now going to be probably number 1 in Section 4. Their home rink. It's nice. Here's New Power. Shot, score! Sam Newpower gets the Bears on the board with a minute to go.
Bears needed something. Sam Newpower gave it to him. Just easy 2-on-1. Pretty much all of a shot there for Sam Newpower. No reason to pass that one.
See it here again. Newpower taking advantage of cheating a little bit and tucking it in the corner there. Exactly what the Bears needed. Officials are talking something over. I'm interested in what this is about. They already called the goal. They already announced it, and we're already at center ice. What the heck could this be about, Chad?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this before, too. Cloquet has retreated to their net. I think whatever that was nothing. They just explained something to the penalty box here. There's going to be a penalty on the Lumberjacks. Apparently after the
slashing on Ketela.
So a slashing penalty after the whistle had blown. So the Bears will have a power play, and then they can figure out a way to capitalize here in this before we head to the intermission. Obviously this game is far from over. New Power. Back to the blue line here for Rose. Off the wall back to Rode. Rode at the half wall. Goes out to Alles. Alles to his left in the skates of Hofeld. My goodness, Chad, I don't know
Poor
what.
Grant Hofeld. He's always open too, but nobody can get him the good pass.
Pass in front, turned away, and then cleared by the Lumberjacks. Half minute to go.
Actually, Leighton Road cleared that on his own.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, you could see his head go back right away, like,
Turned over here to the Lumberjacks. They have one shorthanded goal already today. 10 seconds remain. Bears, I'd have to, hopefully they know about it. 5 seconds left. Alez to New Power. Shoot! I almost want to help him. And it was offside anyway. Come on. So 4/10 of a second. Period will all but expire here after the.
They just
Yeah.
let it go.
Did they really?
Yeah, the
That's
ref said just wind it off.
Interesting. All right, so I guess we are officially in the intermission. It's 5-1. The Bears have 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the power play to start the third, and they will need to score on that if they want to win this hockey game. So, Chad, when they use these words, and I hope they work this time in favor of White Bear Lake instead of to their detriment. Barring a miracle comeback in the third period, Cloquet will win this one. But, again, never say never, I guess. What was that the message here as we head into the third?
Never say never, said the late, great Justin Bieber.
So I guess we're either going to close this out with a White Bear Lake loss. The late, great. I think he's still up. His music isn't, but he's still up. We're either going to end the Horn, Chapter 1, with a disappointing loss or an incredible comeback. That's been a theme this year, these comebacks, though they've fallen short as of late. We'll see if they can change that up here heading into the third. So we'll take a breather. We'll be back a little bit sooner here. They don't have any festivities, so we'll just be back here, share some more memories, and do one more period of the Horn, Chapter 1. Stick around. All right, here we go. Third period. Power play for Cloquet, or for White Bear Lake, I should say. So used to the other way around, sorry. The Bears and the Lumberjacks, period number 3. I'm Zach Halverson. Chad Olson is with me. And the Lumberjacks have a 5-1 lead.
As everyone expected.
Yeah, this is going just as we all planned it out. Here's Hofeld, back to Alez. Alez lost it, but it doesn't escape. Well, it does escape the zone. Gallett's almost cleared it. So Hofeld back for White Bear Lake. Half minute to go in the power play. Brings it hard around the wall. Leighton Road had it skip his stick. And kicked forward nicely to Rose. Rose whips on the pass or the shot or whatever he was trying to do, but he keeps the puck. And his pass goes into Alez's skates, and it goes into the White Bear Lake zone because it was cleared. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Billy Rose, the senior captain, around for Alez. Alez off the wall for Johnson. The whistle will blow. 1, 2, 3.
Another high
4,
sticking
5.
call.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a view of it here. I don't think I hit it fast enough. No, I didn't hit it fast enough. All right. Worth a check. I didn't see it, but wow, this has been, good gosh. Another power play for Cloquet. We can virtually ice it here. If it isn't iced already, depending who you ask. Out high for Baker. Vanilla. Shot blocked. Johnson clears. Swatted out of the air. What? The Bears touched it. What are you watching? The Bears put it in the air. They were the last person to touch it, so that should have been negated. But they're going to say that the Lumberjacks touched it too. I don't understand this. Off the draw, one-time shot and a unbelievable toe save by Walsh. He kind of shaking his left foot off there, Chad. That probably stung him
hurting.
a bit. So keep an eye
Stretching
on that.
it out.
Oh, man.
Probably caught him off guard, too.
We used the term snake bitten for Leighton Road as of late. He had a goal against Stillwater, but that was another example, not only the whole missing the wide open net thing earlier, but also the unbelievable toe save by Walsh. Nice job by Montgomery tracking that down. He finds Road, who finds New Power, who fires a shot that's a save, and it's covered. So Bears trying for some shorthanded chances. .40 seconds left in the power play for Cloquet. Almost said Cretan for a second, which would have been more understandable. Same colors, same letter. Puck finds its way into the White Bear Lake bench. A lot of whistles this game as well. Hofeld takes a gigantic kick, but it finds its way to Rose, who scores shorthanded. Oh my goodness. Hofeld got crushed at the blue line, but he found his way, found the puck, found a way to get to the puck, or get the puck to Rose, who finishes and makes it 2-0.
That's
or
called
5-2.
Taking a hit to make a play.
See it again here, the tail end of that crushing hit. And then Rose working to his backhand, cuts across, and forehand and in. My goodness. Rode, whiffed on it. Actually had it poked off his stick. Rode behind the net. Finds Sam Newpower. Newpower had his stick lifted. Hopefully not a high stick or something. Alves is out of the box full strength are the White Bear Lake Bears. Leighton Road now with 5 guys to work with. Got it to Newpower, who tried to get a shot off, couldn't. O'Brien comes in and fires one right into a shin pad. And out of the zone comes the puck before it's deflected back in by Newpower. And the Bears, Chad, I think are almost to the category of buzzing.
Yeah, they've woken up a bit here.
Montgomery with a shot save. Here's Newpower. Misses. Might have caught a body in front. Montgomery down low. Hofeld tried to deflect it on goal. Couldn't do so. Where was this in the second period? Here's Brady O'Brien. In direction of Newpower. Stolen away. Brady gets it back. Fires it toward the goal. Bounces out the back wall. Newpower tried to center it. Couldn't do so. Didn't get the angle. Hit the head off the side of the cage instead. Now here's Hofeld in front. Slot. Just out of the reach. Hofeld gets it back. Fires a shot. Glove save. Loose and then cleared by the Lumberjacks. Down the ice it will go for an icing. My goodness. The Bears all over that Lumberjack net. And Chad, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know what happened that last opportunity. Jacob Walsh just must not have been able to get a good grip on it. Luckily, it didn't end up in the back of his net.
So there are 13 to go. Bears need at least 3. Into the corner. Lumberjacks try to clear, and they're able to do so. Gallitz, he's dangerous. Moore to his left. Behind Moore. Moore adjusts, grabs it in the corner. Goes to the blue line with it. A shot there, turned away and covered by Daling. Ryan Daling in goal. Just joining us, Tyler Steffens taking the afternoon off. And while there are 5 goals on 10 Cloquet shots, I don't know if there's one of those 5 I could blame him for. Things started out badly, a couple of defensive zone turnovers that resulted in it was just basically the player, the goal scorer, and Daling, those 2 alone in front of the goal, and goal scorer won that battle and is probably going to do that 9 times out of 10. Behind the goal, Murky pushes it down low. Off the wall, Verkerke broke up the pass, but couldn't control it. And it's cleared out back into the White Bear Lake end. Fratt alone for the Bears. To Billy Rose. Rose cuts his way through, keeps it. Now Rose moving in, got the scoring going. And he'll just skate it all the way back out with it. Nicky O'Brien flips it in. Alves tracks it down. Kiyaba had it poked off his stick. Here's Brady O'Brien, forward, Kiyaba to his right. Bishop ran in the official. Kiyaba continued it in. Johnson trying to get after it here. That line back together here. Kiyaba to his left. Bishop opens up, fires a pass, ramps off his stick, bounces to the far wall. Play to the corner. Kiyaba again. Johnson, shot, save. Wow, good look there for the Bears again. Kiyaba. A shot wide of the goal, bounces off the back wall to the corner. O'Brien in front. Johnson tried to play it loose, but it's swallowed by Walsh.
Bears buzzing a little bit, but like you said, where was this the whole game? And once again, might be a little too late, too little too late.
For sure. We'll see what they can do. Still 10.5 to go, but it's going to be a fast 10.5 minutes. Then so you can put more pucks in the net and fast. Here's Montgomery. His pass across, and apparently New Power can't baseball bat a 60 mile per hour fastball out of the air. Hofeld pinned up against the wall. Comes away with it, centered one. Nobody for White Bear Lake can get their stick on the puck, and it's cleared by the Lumberjacks. Okay, we'll send it deep into the White Bear Lake end. Kodatek back there for White Bear Lake. Montgomery. Lumberjacks fight their way to the goal, but can't get there with the puck. And New Power lost it. Chance for Cloquet again, but the Bears keep it to the outside. Off the glass and out of the zone it goes. Bears getting a change, will not go for an ice. Lumberjacks trying to take advantage of the change for the Bears, but can't really connect in the pass. It dribbled off the stick of House, and puck cleared. Lumberjacks will have to touch up. Bears have some open spaces here as they exit the zone, but a pass is intercepted and then cleared and then dumped back in to the White Bear Lake end. Billy Rose back for Kodatek. Golf swung over the White Bear Lake goal. Nicky O'Brien will come away with it. He'll give it to Rose. They'll be offside.
Way offside.
What is going on? .8:41 to go in the third. Mentioned 10.5 to go, how fast that time flies, and it certainly has here. Nicky O'Brien off the glass. In front for Johnson, trickled off his stick, poked forward. Johnson, Kuyava battling now. O'Brien steps up, but they can't get anything going, and
now nobody's
out
back.
comes Gallitz. Gallitz moving in. Backhand pass for Moore. Moore will make that, that is Ochin, and then it's cleared out by the Bears out to center. Nicky O'Brien forward, Kuyava in, passing the skates, gets it back, tried to center again, it goes on goal, and Walsh is forced to make the save.
Once again, another strong shift by that Kuyava, Johnson, and who's the other one?
Bishop.
Bishop.
Lumberjacks win the draw. Cloquet, from one end to the other. Alice on the back wall. Hope everybody got a good view of me there. Off the glass to center. New Power down there, now Leighton Road. Road tries to center. New Power brought down away from the puck, and the official doesn't give him the call.
He just shakes his head right at New Power.
Whistle blown, offside is the call. Neutrals undrawn now, 7:06 to go in the third. The Bears come back. Needs to happen now, I guess.
We got the fourth line out there now.
Or not. Up the ice comes Oxton. Montgomery. Push down low. Aiden Welch for the Bears. Goes to McKenzie. Back out high for Montgomery. McKenzie fighting with it. Got it to the corner. Centered, one-time shot. Paddle save there for Welch. And out come the Lumberjacks. Missing the net on the shot. Another try here and another miss. Bears got away with a borderline trip. Billy Rose will have the puck. Billy Rose will move in. Rose across, shot, save. Went 5-hole, not a bad idea, but Welch closed it. O'Brien will go back to Rose. Rose will try it again. Shot hits some skates, goes to the corner. And out comes Cloquet. And they'll dump it back in. Now 5.5 to go in the third. Big, huge win for Cloquet. Should they be able to close on this? And the Bears will have to rethink darn near everything going into the final 2 games of the regular season, as it's offside.
Feels like we've been saying that for the last week.
I know it's a public school, but come to Jesus moment wouldn't hurt. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you bring somebody in, but this team will not go far in sections the way they're playing now. And it's more frustrating because they have moments, Chad, where they're on fire, and you have moments where, and every team has that, but it's just.
They have the talent to do something special.
They do.
It's just completely fall apart in the second half of the season. But you never know what can happen, I guess.
I mean, we've seen this with other teams getting hot at the right moment. And the right moment for the Bears will have to be pretty much in the sections. But we've seen, Chad, it's not like we haven't seen a team just completely change from the regular season to the postseason and shock everybody.
Right.
But and especially a team that you know has the talent. But Brady O'Brien keeping it in for a second. Back out, here's Hofeld. Down low to New Power. New Power looking. Alez wanting to pass. Rode couldn't get to it. Here's Rode, a shot. Fluttered over the goal. New Power off the official skates. Rode coming away with it. Rode again, tried to find Alez, couldn't do so. Back to O'Brien. Now here's Hofeld, tried to center, knocked off his stick. Alez has it. He wanted it all game. He fires a shot and it finds its way all the way through and just wide of the goal. Another try and a shot and a save there for Walsh. And Leighton Rode, Chad, you can just tell with his body language. He is playing very frustrated out there. And
oh, yeah.
He's been so close so many times. And
he needs a goal to get his confidence back.
Shots on goal 31-10 in favor of White Bear, but it doesn't feel like your typical ran into a hot goaltender game.
No, not at all.
Because that would be taking far too much away from Cloquet's effort tonight, and they have been playing very well. Bears keep it in. Great job there to Johnson now. Johnson tried to center, broken up by the Lumberjacks. They'll look to clear again. And they go off the glass. Down the ice it will go. And Daling will go off the wall near side for Montgomery. Montgomery off the glass. Back into the Bears end, 3.5 to go in the third. They played the miracle Kurt Russell, Herb Brooks speech before the game today, and that's what we're kind of talking about right now if you're a Bears fan. Montgomery tracking his stick down. Kiyava lending help as well. Spencer Oxton. Now to Montgomery, backhanding it in. It's going to be a long bus ride home as Oxton centers one. Chance here for the Bears. A backhand shot just turned away, and behind the net it goes. Oxton plays it to McKenzie. Across. Falls in the slot area. Stolen away by the Lumberjacks. They go off the glass. 2.5 remains. Stolen away by Nicky O'Brien. He'll go cross ice to Oxton. Oxton moving in. Fires a shot that's saved. McKenzie with a chance. Up in the air. Still loose. Lumberjacks try to clear. Kept in by Fratellone. Fratellone fires a shot that hits a body in front. Heading to the benches. Daling as there is a power play for the Bears. Some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And 2:18 to go. A 5-on-4 at least. Not sure how aggressive Coach Tim Sanger wants to go here. But maybe you go 6-on-4 with the empty netter, or with the empty net. I don't know what you do. Does Daling stay or does he go back?
Looks like he's staying.
So 6 players on the ice for the Bears. They have the power play, 6-on-4, and they need to erase a 3-goal deficit in 138 seconds. Chad, if you think about it, if a goal takes a second to score, they could score 138 goals.
It's possible.
They don't have enough room on the scoreboard, though, for 138. So we'll see. Here's new Road off the draw. Goes back out high to Alez. Back to Leighton Road. The corner to Rose, back to Road. Billy Rose in front, new power, and a pass to Holfeld that doesn't connect. But he's able to grab it here, goes down low to Johnson, gets it back out high. Alez fakes a one-timer, sends it across, poked to Road's stick. Road back out high for Alez. His pass to the corner broken up, but it finds its way to Rose anyway. Rose behind the net to Johnson. Gets it back here now to Road. Road to Rose. Now new power. Shot save in front. Still loose. Lumberjacks are able to clear.
That might go. Nope.
Puck got on its edge. Might have maybe caught a break there with the angle off the wall. Hofeld ridden off the puck. Lumberjacks send it down the ice, and that will do it. It's 6-2.
Yeah, Luke Olive's given his best effort to keep that puck away from Glantz, but not much you can do when you're the only one back.
One minute. 69 seconds to go in the third period. Bears still have the power play, but yeah, about that. We got to say so many thanks in this first chapter. Again, the horn not going away. Zach Chapman will have this, and he will do a good job, and we will be back from time to time to kind of help out on a what's the word, Chad? What is? Let me look that up. Why not? There's a new word for you, Chad.
Yep.
Emeritus role. There we go.
Emeritus.
So, and that is defined, Chad, as having retired but allowed to retain their title as an honor. I mean, I guess that's not completely it, but bottom line is we're going to be back every once in a while. But Zach Chapman will be doing a great job on the whole thing. But this is one heck of a chapter, 8 years of doing this, and I'm so thankful to everybody, the Blue Line clubs throughout the years that have supported us, the student managers, all the way from Jake Doyle to Nick Steffen, Sam Henriksen, Gabe Bartlett. Am I missing anybody on the student manager standpoint?
Not that ran the camera.
Yeah.
No.
So thank you to them. Thank you to Coach Tim Sanger. Thank you to Coach Chris Anderson, who helped us out throughout the 8 years as the game comes to an end. Final score, White Bear Lake 6, Cloquet 2.
Other way around.
I wish.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, this is it doesn't feel like the emotional send-off like we were going to have for multiple reasons. One, it just obviously ended on a low note, and we're still focused on, it's not the end of the season, so we're still focused on what we're going to get a little bit later on in the year in terms of the late February. But this is where we step aside and we say, again, thank you to all of you. Thank you to Carla and Todd, Chad's parents. Thank you to my parents, Brian and Kathy, my brother Thomas, and our whole families, and our friends our friends who dealt with us having to waiting up for us while we cleaned up and didn't do much pre-gaming back in the day. We had to get to the game during the pre-gaming stuff. So, but it was incredible when we started this as students, and my goodness. And Gabe, by the way, if you need to get down there, I can bring the camera down if you want me to. But we started this as students. We had a goal of just having fun and doing this and getting me reps and just kind of. We didn't really know what would happen. I didn't know when I thought of this idea and went forward with it. Didn't know where it would end up. But my goodness, I'm so happy with how it all ended up. So, I thank you all, the White Bear Nation. Thank you all to everyone who said hello and came up to us and said thank you and all that. Believe me, anything that anything that you got out of it, we got out of it tenfold. This has been a very rewarding experience, and I just thank everybody from all of our sponsors in the beginning too, as well, for getting us off the ground. Cup and Cone in particular, is kind of where everything started. Donatelli's, and there's so many more that helped out in that first year to get us off the ground and launched us into where we are today, and able to pass whatever this has turned into along to a very very talented kid and very passionate kid in Zach Chapman. So Chad, your final thoughts before we wrap things up.
Yeah, I think you described it well. It's been a good run. 8 years kind of flew by, though.
Certainly did. Funny how that works.
Yep.
But who knows?
It's funny, when we first started it, when we started football, we didn't like doing it.
Yeah. Well, the first day was very tough, and by the second week, we figured out that we can have fun with it too. And it's there's certainly been a lot of frustrations. There's been a lot of even today, running around trying to figure out how to get internet today. But it was a good reminder of how tough this really has been. There's been a lot of good moments. There's been a lot of hard work in the process, but it's my goodness, it's been so much fun. So, for a final time in Chapter 1 of the home of White Bear Nation, for Chad Olson, my name is Zach Halverson, saying so long from Cloquet. We will see you again real soon. Zach Chapman will do great, and we won't be too far away. So the home of White Bear Nation continues, and we'll see you for hopefully another 8 years and beyond.
20.
30. 69. Let's do it. Goodbye, everybody.